The waters of Delmarva, definitely not a place you want to be tonight, but tomorrow not looking too bad. We're going to see lots of sunshine out on the Atlantic waters as your high tide's coming up in just about an hour or so. Seas are going to be about 3 to 4 feet with a breeze out of the west heading up into the Delaware Bay. I don't think you hear any complaints either. You'll see your high tides coming up a little around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Seas around 2 feet out on the bay with those winds out of the west. And on the Chesapeake Bay, there's a small craft advisory for this evening. That expires, though, once these thunderstorms get out of here a little later tonight. Your seas tomorrow only going to be about a foot. Your high tide's coming up after midnight tonight. So we've been talking about severe weather all across Delmarva. Here you have a little bit of good news. All of the Delmarva Peninsula still under a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. But west of the Chesapeake Bay, the severe thunderstorm watch has been retired because we are starting to see the end of this severe weather event. So getting onto the radar here, right now we're seeing a line of mainly just strong thunderstorms from Crisfield to just southeast of Salisbury to Ocean City. In fact, right now we don't have any warnings in effect for the region, but this line of storms producing heavy rain, gusty winds, and frequent lightning as well. That lightning, a sign that these storms still have plenty of energy to tap into. This is the remnants of a storm that tracked all the way across from Washington, D.C. to the coast of Delaware. Just moved offshore, so it looks like you were a little rumbly and loud in the just north of the South Bethany area. And looking up here, it looks like just a little bit of a thunder shower just skirting the Smyrna area just north of Dover. Here are some of the storm reports we've been getting, and most of them are coming from a single severe thunderstorm that formed here in northern Virginia, made its way just south of Washington through western Maryland, across the Chesapeake Bay into Cambridge, and then into the Laurel area, where we've been receiving numerous reports of large damaging hail. In fact, there was just some dramatic video in the Cambridge area on our live cameras as we saw that storm move its way across the region. The thunderstorm threat is being trimmed from the west, so that's a bit of good news, but Delmarva still under that level 3 out of a scale of 1 to 5 threat for severe weather. We are not going to sound the all clear until all of these storms are out of here. So any storms that continue, again, damaging winds going to be the main threat, and of course we have been seeing quite a bit of damaging hail. Tornado threat remains low. Unfortunately, we haven't really seen any tight rotations, which is fantastic news, but again, it's not over till it's over. I'll be watching that radar until it is done. The winds right now still out of the south and southern portions of Delmarva, but look at these wind particles here coming out of the northwest now. This is a sign that the cold front is getting ready to make its way through Delmarva. The winds are usually some out of the south, out ahead of a cold front, and they're usually out of the northwest, out behind it. Our temperatures, well, they've cooled off quite a bit. Look at that, 65 in Cambridge, 69 Easton, 68 Denton, cooler air moving in, and we have a rain-cooled 64 degrees in Salisbury. So these temperatures are going to be dropping very nicely as these storms continue to make their way out of Delmarva over the next hour or so. We're going to be all done with this by 10 o'clock this evening, and we have a very pleasant and comfortable overnight in store as lower humidity comes in on the backside of the front, and our temperature is going to fall down to seasonable low to mid-50s. I think it's going to be some pretty good sleeping weather tonight. It's going to be a great start to the day tomorrow. Sunny skies, and that's going to be a nice day. Just a few clouds tomorrow afternoon. So we are going to be rewarded with nice weather, comfortable temperatures tomorrow, getting up upper 70s to around 80, and that's going to feel good because it's going to be dry as high pressure builds into the mid-Atlantic, keeping some very nice weather in the forecast as we look ahead to Wednesday. Then a warm front's going to make its way through Delmarva overnight Wednesday, bringing it into Thursday morning, bringing us a round of showers and thunder that could possibly continue into Thursday afternoon. But at this point, we are not expecting anything in the way of severe weather. So that is some fantastic news as we look ahead to the end of the week. And we could be seeing some warm air. Bermuda high going to be pumping even hot conditions toward next weekend. So here in the 7-day forecast here, the storms are going to stick around for a couple more hours. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, looking great, pleasant with low humidity. There's that next chance of a round of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Then we're turning up the heat, mid-80s on Friday. Look at that. We could see our first 90-degree temperature of the year on Saturday.